Hey there, amazing parents and knowledge seekers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Nias. And today we're tackling a question I get all the time. How do I know if my child is actually a genius? Now before we dive in, remember this. Every child has their own unique gifts. Today isn't about labeling or pushing our kids into being something they're not. It's about understanding those moments when you think, whoa, that was different. Let's explore what science actually tells us about gifted children, with zero judgment and lots of fun. Let's kick things off with language. One of the earliest signs of exceptional intelligence is advanced verbal ability. Did your little one start speaking earlier than expected? And I don't mean just mama and dada. I'm talking full sentences when other kids are still pointing and grunting. My neighbor's daughter was only 18 months old when she looked at her dad, struggling with a jar, and said, "Daddy needs assistance with that pickle jar." The pediatrician's jaw literally dropped during the next checkup. Research shows gifted children often have vocabularies that would make a dictionary jealous. They might use words like actually and particularly, when most kids their age are saying big and more. Albert Einstein was actually a late talker. So if your child isn't chatting up a storm early, don't worry. Genius comes in many forms. Next up, questions, and more questions. If your child's favorite word is why, and they ask questions that make you secretly Google the answer, that's a potential sign. Gifted children are often intensely curious about how things work. They're not satisfied with simple answers and will keep digging until they understand the root of something. Mom, why is the sky blue? Because of the way light scatters in the atmosphere, honey. But why does light scatter differently based on wavelength? And does that mean on planets with different atmospheric compositions, the sky would appear in different colors? Let me just call NASA real quick. This insatiable curiosity isn't just annoying. It's their brain craving deeper understanding. Have you ever been genuinely spooked by your child's memory? Like when they remind you of a promise you made 3 weeks ago that you completely forgot about. Exceptional memory is a common trait in gifted children. They might remember details from when they were 2 years old, recite entire books after hearing them once, or recall obscure facts about their special interests. My cousin's son went through a solar system phase at age 4, and memorized not just the planets, but the names of Jupiter's 79 moons. I still can't name more than 4. And I'm a fully grown adult with a college degree. Here's something that might surprise you. Many gifted children actually struggle with typical classroom activities, but show intense focus on things that capture their interest. If your 5-year-old can spend 3 hours building an intricate Lego structure, but can't sit still for 15 minutes during circle time at school, that might actually be a sign of giftedness. This selective focus isn't a problem. It's their brain saying, "This is worth my attention." Gifted children often find creative solutions to problems that make adults go, "Wait, why didn't I think of that?" Remember when your toddler couldn't reach the cookies, so they built a makeshift step stool out of their toys? Or when they figured out a workaround for your child-proof cabinet locks in about 30 seconds flat? That's not just them being sneaky. It's spatial reasoning and problem-solving in action. Now, here's something they don't always tell you. Giftedness isn't just intellectual. Many gifted children experience emotions very intensely. If your child seems unusually empathetic, worries about big world problems like climate change or poverty, or has reactions that seem too big for the situation, this can actually be part of the gifted package. This emotional depth isn't a flaw. It's a beautiful part of how their brains process the world. Though I'll be honest, it can make bedtime challenging when they're suddenly concerned about endangered sea turtles at 9 p.m. Some gifted children teach themselves to read before starting school, or show an intuitive understanding of mathematical concepts. Did your 4-year-old figure out how to split the cookie dough evenly among 3 people without being taught fractions? Or did they start reading road signs and cereal boxes before you even thought about teaching them? These early academic skills can be signs of advanced cognitive development, though plenty of brilliant kids develop these skills right on schedule too. So what if you're nodding along thinking, "That's my kid"? First, take a deep breath. This isn't about pushing or pressuring them. Here are some quick tips. Feed their curiosity with books, museums, and experiences. Give them challenges just beyond their current abilities. Find environments where they can connect with like-minded peers. Consider having them assessed by professionals who specialize in gifted children. Most importantly, let them be kids. Genius or not, they need play, silliness, and freedom to explore. Remember, giftedness comes in countless forms. Your child might be a math whiz but struggle with reading, or have amazing emotional intelligence but average test scores. The true gift isn't having a genius label. It's having parents who recognize and nurture their unique strengths while supporting their challenges. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more content about child development and parenting. Drop a comment with the funny or surprising things your kids do that make you wonder what's going on in those remarkable little brains. Until next time, keep nurturing those beautiful minds. Genius or not, every child deserves to be seen for the amazing person they are.